call this the footer. Okay, so this 1700 mm should be the length of the blinding. The 1500 should be the length of the footer. Okay, so you can see that it is clearly put there. So this footer, for me, this footer, right, and the soil being compacted have a similar purpose when it comes to weight. So remember I talked about the compacted soil preventing the iron steel or this entire base from sinking into the ground. Okay, so this footer now, it helps to distribute the weight of the iron steel pipe. Remember, this is an iron steel pipe, right, and it has a metal plate, all right, just below it, and that metal plate is sitting on this thing is called pedestal. I'm coming there. And that pedestal is sitting on something that is a bit wider called footer. There's a reason why the footer has a longer length. The footer is 1.5, the pedestal, see, the footer is 1.5, the pedestal is 900. So why does it have that? So I'll give you let me just give you one kind of example. Let's say let's say this is your face, okay? This is somebody's face, okay? This is somebody's face. And the person annoyed you and you want to punch the person, right? And you have your hand here, okay? Now remember, your hand is curled up into a fist, right? And you used all your energy. You are using all the force in your body. Let's call this force. You use all the force in your body to punch this person. And this your hand, this surface has an area. Let's call it. Let me not give the area numbers, okay? So as an area, and when you punch this person, all right, the person is going to feel the whole force of your hand. Let's say instead of using your hand to punch, okay, let's say you do not use your hand to punch. Let's say instead you were holding a needle. You were holding a needle, rather. This is your hand. You're holding a needle instead. But you were still directing the exact same force. Now, the area of the needle at this point, which is A, and the area of your fist is not the same thing. Remember, pressure is what? Force over area. Okay? If the area is large enough, you will not do so much damage to this person's face. The more you make the area smaller, the easier it is for this object to actually enter. This is why knives, swords, whatever, injections, they can pierce people with very little force. Although the force is little, because the area is so small, the pressure is really high. Okay? So, something similar is happening here. Now, what this footer does is that it gives, you have the iron plate on top. Then you have this thing as a pedestal. The reason why the footer is larger is so that it can cover more area, so that it can reduce pressure. Okay? So that it can reduce pressure. And once it reduces pressure, there will not be puncture. The ground is not going to puncture. Just like how the needle punctures a person's skin. Alright? It's not going to push, it's going to distribute it equally. So whatever force is there is going to be divided equally by the footer. You see the footer, the base of the footer is going to divide that F equally. It's not going to concentrate it. Here now is a bit concentrated. You have some force coming down, right? If you now make it wider, okay, let's say the entire force now is 20 Newton. Let's say 2 Newton, 2 Newton, 2 Newton, 2 Newton, 2 Newton at each point. So now that it is wider, then it will be 2 Newton to be what? 1 Newton, 1 Newton, 1 Newton, 1 Newton, 1 Newton. So it reduces the pressure. So that's the benefit of having the footer. Next thing